Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon. If you have not been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. You guys know what is up with that. So in today's video, we're going to be trying out a new foundation, a drugstore foundation from Covergirl. It's the Covergirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 foundation. So this guy right here, I'm super excited about trying this. I seen it pop up on Shoppers and I hadn't seen anything about this until recently. I did see Babs Beauty use this in a recent trying new makeup, but that was the first I had heard anything about this. And I can't find actually a lot of info on it. So I'm intrigued to try this. I tend to like CoverGirl foundations and we're just going to try it out, do a little bit of a wear test, and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. But if you guys are interested in seeing me apply this and my thoughts, then just keep watching. All right, guys. So like I said, I'm excited. I love trying drugstore foundations and I typically do like CoverGirl complexion products. So I'm kind of intrigued to give this guy a go. I love like the red top on it. It does have a twist pump. So you can close it and open it just by twisting it so it won't get like super messy. I got the shade, I thought I picked 810 Ivory, which is the lightest shade. I think there was only like 8 shades or something available on Shoppers, but I did look on Walmart.com. Not Walmart.ca, but on the American Walmart, there was like 20 to 21 shades. So I'm not sure on the exact shade range on this. It's not like amazing though. Even with the 20 shades or whatever it wasn't the most amazing shade range. And honestly, I always find CoverGirl kind of skips out on some of the deeper shades and also the fair shades. Like 810 looked fairly dark, and this is this I think will work for me. Like I said, it's 820 creamy natural. It might be a little dark. I hope it doesn't oxidize because I also find CoverGirl foundations sometimes oxidize, but we'll give it a go. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm like sitting in a rocking chair. It's what I had in this house, and to be honest, it's just comfortable. I don't want to stand. I'm sorry. I usually stand so you just see the white. In this area, it's a window behind me, but we're just gonna roll with the rocking chair in this video, and hopefully you guys don't mind. It probably makes me look like super short. I am kind of short anyway, so, you know, it doesn't hide too much. But yeah, we're gonna give this guy a go. Like I said, I'm not sure of the exact shade range on it, but it's not amazing. Now, the 3-in-1, basically it means a primer, concealer, and foundation in one for a naturally flawless finish. It's supposed to be 24-hour wear. I'm not going to test it for 24 hours, but a lot of foundations make that claim. It's supposed to be sweat proof and humidity proof, and it's supposed to cover imperfections and even out skin tone. Okay, and it is a cruelty-free product because I believe all CoverGirl is now cruelty-free, which is awesome. But yeah, this sounds familiar to, this sounds similar to the Outlast Active, which I really love that foundation. I'll try to pop that up, a picture. I love that. I used that when I was in the Dominican on vacation. It was the first time I used that. And it worked so well. It really was like a good, like sweaty foundation. Like it really held up good. So I'm hoping and I'm wondering if this is similar. But this is extreme wear and full coverage. That one was more like medium to full or like medium. This one's supposed to be like, I'm assuming, a lot of coverage. So I'm interested to see that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get to the application portion, and I'm going to stop gabbing. I'm looking down at my brushes here. So I'm going to pull one out. This one's used once, but we're going to use it. I did give this guy a clean since the last video, so don't come for me. This is the Laura Lee Los Angeles L11 brush. Really pretty. I love this brush, actually. It's really nice. I actually kind of want to purchase at least one more. It's not that expensive. I think it's like 12 bucks and really nicely made. I love the rose gold. It's nice and dense like I prefer in a brush like this. And it gets the job done. So I'd like to have some backups. So I might actually purchase a couple of those. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and use that. Just going to put that right on the brush. Of course, I didn't bring a mirror over. Okay. So I'm going to look in the lens finder because I didn't bring a mirror over, which is ridiculous. So I'm just going to start with that pump. It does have a bit of a scent. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what that scent is either. It's not like bad, but it's not like the most pleasant scent either. I'm just gonna kind of haul my hair back. I did my brows first because I hate coming on camera without brows, but then it makes it hard to like not screw my brows up. I want to do my foundation, but it's okay. I'm gonna go up here a little bit. I really want to make sure I have this blended in. I'm going to pull this down just because it does look like a decent shade match though for me, which is nice. I might actually pull this under my eyes because it says this has to be a primer and concealer, so let's test it that way. We'll just do my whole face with this foundation. Okay. So I'm actually gonna like kind of come in a bit so you guys can see what it looks like up close, and then we'll add maybe like another layer, because right now I'm thinking it's more like medium coverage just based on that little bit, but we'll see. Okay, so that's what that's looking like. You can definitely still see like some darkness. I didn't go fully under my eyes when I'm going to do that, but yeah, you can definitely still see some redness and stuff. So I wouldn't say this is like super full coverage. I'm gonna go in with another like half a pump. I'll just kind of dot that in the areas that I feel like I need that. I mean, it's still a nice coverage. It's just not as kind of much coverage as I thought. I am going to push this in though more than blending it out. Like I want to push it in and then kind of blend it out. That tends to give me more coverage. I'm going to go up and around my eye area. So I kind of want to use this as a concealer since it says that it can be a concealer. I do have the Covergirl concealer though out, so I may add a little bit of coverage and lighten. I like to brighten under my under eyes, so I'll just get that built up nicely. Like I said, this is a nice dense brush. I really like it because you can push the product in quite nicely to your skin. So there's no like amount of like streaking. I hate when I have like streaks. I'm going to push that up into my hairline, just a little bit down here. Get in around those brows. Yeah, we'll do a little bit there. Okay, so that's what the skin, I'm going to go back a little because it looks a little glowy, but that's what the skin is looking like. Let me see. I can't turn it down right now. So this is kind of what the skin is looking like. I will say it feels a bit tacky, I'm not going to lie. It may take a few minutes to set down, but it definitely feels like I can feel it on my skin. And it does have a bit of a tack to it. It looks nice though. Like it definitely has like kind of like a natural like kind of glow to it. It's not like super natural by any means as far as like how it looks on me, but I'm not like hating it. I think it has a little bit of luminosity to it. I do think it'll set down probably more matte, and I am going to powder this, but it doesn't look too bad. That's how the forehead is looking. I mean, I have fine lines, but it doesn't look bad at all there. I don't think it accentuates them. And overall, I think it looks decent. Like, especially right in this area. My nose doesn't look bad. The coverage is good on my nose. Usually my nose tends to like not hold foundation great. Now, I did use the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream. I use that all the time. It's like my favorite primer, so that's why I use that one. It really helps to kind of keep me hydrated, and I am more normal to dry. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good so far. I will say I've been loving the She Glam Complexion Pro, which is definitely a little bit more matte than this. I love that. It's like my ride or die right now. I've been using it a ton, and it's $9. This was, by the way, $9.99. It was on sale. I think it's usually, though, more than that in Canada, like $13 or $14 Canadian. It's probably maybe around $10 or less in the States, but for me, it was on sale for $9.99, even though it was a new release. I guess all CoverGirl was on sale, but yeah. That's how it's looking. So I'm going to finish up with some concealer and stuff, and then I will come back and just kind of show you guys the finished look. All right, guys, so I am back. So my son just woke up and he's like staring at me. I gave him brushes, not my open brushes, but I gave him my like closed brush case to play with, hopefully to entertain him. But yeah, I just did a quick makeup. I did, and I have mascara. Isn't that wonderful? So I had to go off camera for a minute because I transferred mascara to the upper part of my eye because I just did it and was trying to get on here quick. It never usually happens. It's one of the mascaras I love. I'll link everything I'm wearing down below, but I did my best getting it off. I'll fix it after. But like I said, Dale is awake, so if you hear him, you hear him. It is what it is. So this is the finished look with the foundation. I do think it looks really nice. It is a smidge too deep for me. You can kind of tell. I did kind of like meet it with my bronzer, and of course he's crawling towards me. This is my life. If you have a kid, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so I just picked him up. So yeah, he's gonna be in this clip. Say hi, Dale. Say hi. He looks terrified and he's mad at me. He's mad at me, but yeah, like I said, yeah, it's a smidge too deep, but nothing too crazy. I think overall it looks good with all of my makeup on. I would like to try the shade 810 because I think it might be a better match for me. But yeah, I think overall it's looking pretty good. It's nice and smooth. It has decent coverage. I would say medium to full, but we're going to wear test this and I will see you guys in a few hours just so you can see how it is looking and how it is holding up. But that is the finished makeup. So I'm back. So it's been a little over 4 hours. It's about 2 o'clock right now, and I filmed this I finished my makeup at 9:30. So it's been a little over 4 hours, about 4.5 hours. I did add some e.l.f., one of those glitter shadows, liquid shadows. I think Flirty Birdie is the name. I really like it. I had it before and I actually repurchased it because I thought it was so pretty. Just added a pop of that, but that's besides the point. So we're looking at the foundation. So I'm just holding my phone. So that's what the forehead's looking like. I think the forehead looks pretty similar. It is definitely more of a matte finish. Like, I didn't find that necessarily at first, but I do definitely find it leaning more matte now. One thing I'll say, and I noticed this when I applied it, is that it does kind of like show like texture and kind of bunch up a little bit at the corners of my nose. That's not something that's like uncommon, but I thought I would mention it. It's not like anything to make me not want to wear it again, but I don't notice that as much with other foundations. It has fallen in a little bit to my smile lines, and I do think it looks a bit matte here, but not like a little more dry, but not bad. But overall, I think it's looking pretty smooth. So far, so good, and I will try to check back in like 6 hours, but so far it's holding up pretty well. All right, guys, so I am back for, this is like a 7-hour check-in. It's about 4:30 right now. I just actually ate and had some supper. Dale's just out playing. Oh, and I got something on me. Not foundation related, but that's gone. Yeah, so this is how it's looking. I think the forehead looks really awesome, actually. And in between here, like, I don't look dry at all, which is really nice because I tend to get dry in this area. And even like my nose, it has rubbed off here and here. So it's probably too up close and personal. But the reason why I know it has rubbed off there is because I tell people this in every video, but my nose runs no matter what I eat. And around my mouth, it has worn off a bit. Of course, I had like hot hamburgers, so it was a little greasy, okay? So I don't hold it too much at fault. Yeah, and it's looking like, I actually think it's not looking like super matte right now though. Like, it's looking more matte on my forehead, but definitely here, I feel like it has a little, not oiliness, but dewiness. But overall, it's looking pretty good. Hey guys, so it is the end of the day. It's like been over 10 hours since I've had this on my face. Yeah, what do you guys think? I think honestly it looks pretty close to what it did near the beginning of the day. Obviously there is a bit of wear, especially like around my mouth area where I've ate and around my nose where it has run. But yeah, I mean, you guys are seeing it. Around here it's a little bit textured. Same kind of, but it kind of was honestly initially, but it is kind of like clinging to a little bit of texture just right there. But other than that, it looks like really good on my nose. Forehead again, like, forehead looks like awesome, guys. Honestly, it doesn't even look like, it just looks like skin kind of on the forehead. Like, you can tell I have foundation on, but it looks really good. And I feel like it hasn't rubbed off at all, even on like my chin area. Maybe like slightly like right in this crease, but other than that, I don't know. I'm pretty impressed. I have to wear this again though. Like, I really want to wear it under a mask to test the kind of transfer thing. I haven't seen it like really transfer at all, so I don't know if it's transfer proof. I don't believe most foundations are transfer proof, but I mean, I haven't seen it like transfer onto my baby, which he touches me all the time, or on his clothes or anything like that, so that's good. And as far as waterproof, I'll have to try that out, but I don't know. As far as like wear time, I do think it has a good wear time. Like, I would put this up there with the Too Faced Born This Way matte and my She Glam for wear time. And I am impressed. I do think the shade is, like, you can't really tell, but the shade is a bit off for me. Not the foundation's fault. It's kind of my fault. And it might have oxidized slightly, I will say that. So it's one thing to note, but I mean, she's still looking pretty smooth. I think maybe like right here it's worn off a bit too. But it doesn't look bad. Like, it hasn't worn terribly bad or anything. And it hasn't really like emphasized any of like you can see it's slightly in my smile lines, but I mean, I smile. It's gonna go in there somewhat, but like overall, compared to other foundations, it's not bad at all. It's like a little bit right here. Yeah, and if you have a lot of like peach fuzz on your face or dry patches, I do feel like you wouldn't like this one. I think if you're extremely dry, I would stay away from this because it does tend, it's a little bit matte. I don't think it's overly drying, but I do still think that if you were dry, it might not look that great on you. I'd be curious to see how this wears on oily skin, to be honest, but so far so good. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated when I try it more, but that's gonna be the end of this video because I need to take this makeup off finally, and I'm gonna have a bath and just relax and enjoy the rest of my evening. But yeah, kind of impressed with it so far. I like this actually a little bit better so far than the Hailey's Beauty, and I like that foundation. I just did a review, like wear test on that. I will throw that up in the cards, but I might like this one a smidge better, honestly. So if you see this and want to test it out, I mean, you guys will have to let me know what you guys think if you try it, but so far so good. I'm just in my bathroom and yeah, I'm gonna get ready to have a bath. But if you guys did like this video, make sure you do give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below. If you want to become part of my YouTube fam, you guys know I'm not the most frequent uploader, so it is good to hit the bell notification. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.